simply started wondering, what is it that knows and says, I? The I that wishes, that dreams, that remembers, and also forgets, that dances, sings, writes poetry, paints, etc. That none other in this planet do. The journey is just of the thoughts. This wandering has brought this speaker, this being, the one that says, calls, and understands as I, to a certain awareness about its own functionality in this physio-psychological body, and hence its similarity in the world around with this constant happening. I know I cannot change anyone, therefore I am not here to do so. What I have discovered is very easy, much easier than trying to change someone, and that is accepting everyone howsoever they all are, all the spectrum within everyone. And I encourage everyone to be in a constant acceptance of what the existence keeps on showing, at least during these practices. And one of these practices will bring you to the awareness of this constant happening. And slowly this happening is seen in our daily lives. So before that happens, at least during the practices, be in a constant acceptance with all the breath that comes in and goes out, with all the thoughts that pours in and pours out. When you try to do something, it is you trying to do something. When you let things happen to you from the within, from this existence, from this happening, then the universe is doing you. In other words, all the practices we do are mediums that can be used or that has been used and is still being used somewhere else around in the world. So all of these are techniques, practices, sadhanas, but these are exercises of mindfulness. One can only do exercises of mindfulness. One cannot do meditation. The meditation does you. You cannot do the meditation on your own. It simply cannot happen. Everything that one does indeed is a medium, or can be taken as the medium to let the meditation or let the universe do you. And indeed, when you let things happen on its own, whatever comes as thoughts or the stream of thoughts, whatever comes with the breath and whatever goes out out of this body with this breath, with this air. When things are simply left alone and let be, the process eliminates all the unnecessary clingings from the body-mind complex, and hence the universe, the existence, the happening, the creation, God, any name can be given, does you. That doing part is the part commonly called as meditation or the accident of meditation, because when it happens, it arrives as an accident and a process or a witness of the process. So when you do something, it is a practice, a medium done in the external. When you are silent and you see things are simply in the process of happening, you are tuned inwards or internal. This very constant happening can lead to this incident, this accident, where the universe pours within and without of you, becomes you, and also not you. This is meditation. All the practices we're about to do are all mediums from which the practitioner can pass through, experience, and arrive to this awareness about the happening. And when this arrival of here and now, the awareness of the happening, this accident called meditation, which Buddha called nirvana, or some awakened masters or sadhus or rishis, sadhakas, anyone called this state. Until this state is, and this experience and this witnessing is reached, everything that has happened, everything that ever happened in your life were indeed mediums that carefully and rightfully guided you towards your deeper understanding of your own existence, how you have been connected with all the negative things that has happened and all the positive things that has happened likewise and equally, because those are the things that makes you today. Those are the things that lets you experience your each and every breathing, each and every moment, and keeps you alive and kicking in this world. Every breath you have ever taken becomes relevant. Every sadness you have passed through is indeed relevant. Every hardships you had to go through, every turmoil you had to pass through is indeed relevant. As relevant as all the moments of happiness you have passed through. Every moment, every single moment of your entire life is entirely relevant and is guiding you constantly towards the realization of this happening. This is Tantra. Therefore, Whenever something is done by your part or the mind in you that thinks it does, it is indeed happening in the external, a process of the external that is left in the external. Yet, when you arrive, the external, the internal, both become one. Therefore, it is the existence, this life, what normally is called as reality. All of this is taken as a mirage, a maya, an illusion, a dream. And indeed, when you are arrived, the dream is realized, the actor is realized, the act is realized. Then the act, the actor, the happening, the existence, the experience, the other, the self, the day, the night, all the dualities drop. And pure witnessing is only what that remains. To reach to this state of understanding, this state of realization, this stage of acceptance, people have been doing various practices all around the world. And in some places some name given, and in other the same practice with different name, because the human body is alike all around the world, because the human body-mind complex is alike all around the world, because as the tree of banana fruits banana all around the world, humans fruit psyche, which is similar all around the world. Therefore, similar sufferings, similar attachments, similar happiness, similar sadness, similar experience of tears and similar experience of happiness, laughter. Therefore, the practice is similar because the mechanism is the same. Only the experiencer is different, and this is only known when one has arrived to here and now, that the experiencer is different, yet the experience is same. Yet the path is same. It might look like the path is different because of various stories and understandings attached from all around the world. Therefore, the rising of various different religions and even different sects within those religions, because religion alone cannot cover what is, because human understanding alone cannot cover what is. Therefore, the need for surrendering to the trust in your body, the way it pumps the heart every day, every night, the way, even if you're unaware, the body continues your breathing for you. This happening, Maya, this happening. During some practices, there can be various degrees of experiences to various people, varying upon their desire, their longingness of understanding, depending upon what they have been experiencing life as, what they have been hearing about life, how one is set, how one is practicing one's own life in this planet. So according to various degrees, the experience may vary. During the physical session, people have fallen unconscious in the past. That too can become a ladder in the journey of knowing one's inner self. You can call falling unconscious, you can call falling in a dream, you can call dying. All the processes are concerned with the consciousness. And be it unconsciousness, be it consciousness, both are a state of same thing. Therefore, the experience of falling unconscious can be taken as a ladder too. But do not let accidents happen. While someone starts falling, the person immediately next to him or her can stop the practice and take care of the body of the falling person. And there will be certain gap with empty space, so that even if you fall, there is no physical harm or there is no dangerous harm to the body. But for the mind, there will be some experience. But for you, there will be some experience. As the mind, memory, attachments, everything that you know simply is turned off. During Kundalini exercises, many people fall because of various reasons, because of low oxygen or high oxygen in the brain, because of a certain surprise that the mind gets. Anything that a body can experience, that you can experience, can be taken as a step to understanding your own being, your own complex that you are. So when someone falls, there will be an immediate volunteer next to the person. And the person who falls need not worry about the body, about the mind, about anything. Because what happens is, one goes away, the mind is turned off, a certain reset happens. Then after that, you start seeing again, you start seeing objects, seeing something in front of you that you cannot recognize. And slowly the memory come back, slowly the identification come back. Then you realize, oh, this is my friend, I am in a room, I've been doing a practice. Slowly the memory starts coming back. So all you have to do is stay focused, stay and watch and witness completely as much as you can when you are in this state where there is no memory at all. When you simply are as is a tree, when you simply are as is a rock, when you simply are as is a mountain, when you simply are as is this whole existence. When the memory is not, when the mind is not, whatever is God. Whatever is the universe, is the existence, is the happening. So you can use your falling off unconsciousness, falling into unconsciousness to your advantage. Same thing happens when you are silent for a few days during Vipassana. So there will be a practice of silence in the program. When that is happening, simply you are silent. You do not speak much. Then slowly you start not speaking. Then slowly you start seeing things happening. And I mean by that, not like happening or seeing things as in psychological trauma, or seeing as if seeing a ghost or something that one cannot define. Rather, a seeing, a witnessing of the entire existence continuously happening, and seeing that there is no other way than to happen. So when one is silent, one comes to this point. So at this silence, at this center, at the arrival to here and now, you have entered the non-existing, and then when you come with your memory back to your life, to your understanding of whatever this thing we call planet is and everything that's happening, you have come back from the non-existing to the existing. You have experienced the death and the birth of conscious mind during the entire process. So witness if it happens, and witness with all the grace, witness with all the gratitude, because this emptiness is where one reaches during meditation, during sleep, and can reach at the moment of death. Your inward progress depends on you and only on you. Your thirst for the search will take you to the state of no search. If you give all of what you are to the existence, which you will in the long run, the existence will give you. Because the core functionality of the mind is to fill. It tries to fill itself for the whole life and doesn't find it full. Therefore, wealth cannot fill it, a relationship cannot fill it, no food can fill it, no taste can be filled by any food, no water, and not even a bottled water or fresh spring water or the water directly from the Himalayas. No water will fill the thirst. This water that does not fill your thirst and pulls you constantly toward your own realization of your own being, that thirst, that water is Ganga. So Ganga is the water that cannot fill your thirst, yet keeps you pulling to drink it more and more until you realize yourself. So the seeking continues. Then after many highs and lows, many rises and falls, you come to accepting with your entirety that there is no way to fill it. You give up. You have to give up someday. This very giving up is called letting go. The letting go of everything that is not you or yours in the existential sense. This very letting go is the path of non-accumulation or non-attachment, and during these days, let yourself and whatever you have brought in, you and your mind, settle, dissolve, and vanish into here and now. Let your stories, your experiences, your past, your future, your entire understanding of I am, let them drop and flow away with constantly happening here and now. Now this letting go, and if it gets a hold of you, you might experience the uneasiness as you start realizing that you are indeed empty, have been empty, and forever will be empty. When you feel so, let this uneasiness go too. A moments of sudden rising or falling of emotions, which they will as you start letting everything go. You might experience lightness or heaviness. Take anything that comes to you and let it stay if it stays. Then let it go when it does. First, the awareness of constantly going away might bring fear, but let it stay and let it go too. Remember that nothing except you is permanent and therefore will come and go, and whatever comes and goes is not you. You are simply a witness, witnessing the process that happens around you, has been going on around you, and therefore you have witnessed your birth also, and therefore you will witness your death also. You will witness your awakening sometime. And according to yoga and laws of reincarnation, you will understand it. You will realize yourself. You will realize the existence. You will ascend, wake up, enlighten, anything you want to put on the word, keep on the tag. It is up to you. But you will arrive. If you feel like crying, cry to your best. If you arrive to your core, you will cry out the cosmic compassion. If you want to laugh, laugh your best. Witness each and every part of your body, your mind, your happening, and the entire existence wanting to laugh, or let's say expressing the laughter through you, as if the existence wants to experience laughter and you are simply a vessel for it. And surrender yourself to this existence and let the laughter happen through you, let the tears flow through you. This letting of experience, this letting of this existence happening through you is the ultimate sacrifice. By understanding that the existence provides you with literally everything so that you can experience life, you will feel the long lost connection. The only barrier that was will be clear. That it was the language of who said I from within you. The universe has no language except letting you be and providing you. Only we humans have lost these connections because of the language that we speak, because of the language that we are habituated to. We have forgotten the language of the unspoken. Somebody else might see the phenomenon within himself or herself as a cosmic joke and start laughing. This has happened before. So laugh to your fullest and witness. You will realize, you will see, you will understand, after all, that it was a big act that every one of us are a part and playing it very beautifully. Therefore, the sadness of life drowns you and makes you feel very sad, and you have played it very beautifully. The laughter of life, the smile of life brings you joy and keeps you uplifted, and you have played that beautifully too. And therefore, everyone is playing this beautiful Leela. You will realize what they call in Sanskrit as Leela, this cosmic act, this cosmic play. To various people, the experience can vary. but in all the experiences, one is common, the witnessing. Everyone that goes through various experiences during various practices have one thing in common, and all of them say that they have been watching, they have been witnessing as things come and go. So this means all of us, entire humanity, is in a process of witnessing, and through them, just like a spider which uses its multiple eyes, combines the data and experiences the world, the whole existence is experiencing itself via and through and from within and without everything that we know and we do not know. This common witnessing, this factor, this phenomenon is the eternal and is beyond laughter or tears, beyond highs and lows, beyond days or nights. This is beyond every kind of duality, because it is what is seeing and witnessing the duality. And when you are witnessing the duality, you are immediately away from it. You are the undivided. And only the undivided can realize the presence and acceptance of the duality. So during these days, let yourself be, let yourself go, let yourself witness the happening, so that it can witness the witnessing, so that the existence can witness itself, so that you can realize the process happening through you. So we start the practice.